Welcome, everyone, to the original Conference Championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the Conference Championship trophy. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the wideout goes in motion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. To the air, it's Sellers. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the defense brings him down.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Punt over the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
If that cornerback's going to have outside leverage on 3rd down, he's basically giving you the quick slant. Good read and a nice throw for the first.
It's a draw play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He bought some time, now lets it go. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, we've talked about this guy all week. We sat down with him yesterday in the production meeting. He had that look in his eye that he thought he might have a big day. And, man, is he off to a good start. Play after play, matchup after matchup. This guy puts the ball right on the money to give them big yards through the air.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Tailback takes the handoff again. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. This one's going to fall incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, South Carolina.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Setting the tone early. How about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
2nd and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Weigman. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab. It's Muhammad. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And that's a solid game before the defense able to bring him down.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Looking to throw. It's Weigman. Caught quickly. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The key on the third down between quarterback and the wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Here we go, third down. Defense needs to stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. Caught in the backfield. It's Barber.
I think he makes the right read here. He gets the ball out to his receiver, but the receiver's got to win. He's got to win that one-on-one matchup against the defender, and he does it. So now we got a fourth down.
They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, A&M. Methodical but effective, Curry. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets.
It's blocked. And they grab it. It's a live ball here.
Great job by this defense not giving in on this drive. They've been out on that field for a long time. And instead of giving in, they keep fighting, and it pays off.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
When the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. Just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Eludes the rush. He'll take a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Gamecocks pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Tight end goes in motion. And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Bennett. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
The Gamecocks will have 1st and 10 here. And they'll run it with the draw play. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it incorrectly.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. They're going to run it. And the Gamecocks pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. With the continuity, this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the PAT, they stretch the lead to 14-6. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Toss play to the outside. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Looking to throw. It's Weidman. And the pressure gets home. It's a sack.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback. Make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown. What a moment. Their fans are never going to forget that. Conference title on the line. He takes it all the way to the house.
Well, I just love to see returnmen get a chance to make a play and make a difference in the outcome of a game, let alone a conference championship on the line. He got some great blocks, but truly at the end of the day, it was his instincts and natural playmaking ability that took it into the end zone.
Went after, up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push. And once again, see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
And then first down right back to the running game. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And he's set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Makes a quick grab. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
It's second down after that completion. And now they run the draw play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's looking deep here. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. But give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. Same tailback, another carry. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
Using his legs, it's Moss. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Makes the catch. It's Allen. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the runner takes off to his right. Just runs through a man, a mismatch. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. And the Aggies looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. The defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. 3rd down and goal. Crucial play coming up. Grab behind the line. It's Green. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This quarterback on fire today.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And we get set now to try the PAT. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the defense look slow that time.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT makes it an 8-point game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38. The Aggies will come to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he'll fling this one deep down the middle. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, A&M.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. And there's the point after. Here's the kickoff tee. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Using his legs on the scramble. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking downfield, it's Sellers. And here comes a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's going to pull it down and run. He breaks into the clear. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
The Gamecocks with 1st and 10 here. They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch. The junior able to bring him down quickly. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. You'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. To throw, it's Weigman. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, that's why this wide receiver is one of the best in the country. Makes a routine catch, and look what he does with it. Takes it almost a length of the field for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Make the extra point and go up 6. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down, looking to throw the football. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception.
He breaks clear, end zone ahead. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick this away to start the second half. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. And we get the second half started with a running play. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Past the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This offense is still clicking.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion.
Get set.
And he makes the grab, a successful 2-point try. They bump the lead up even more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Catch made, a lot of space now. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made at the 43. The Gamecocks looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Short throw to the back, an easy completion. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Caught behind the line. It's Jacobs. Defense makes the stop after the completion. That completion makes it second down. Looking to throw again. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. That's a strong stiff arm. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now first and goal.
How about the consistency from this quarterback and his accuracy? It's 5 passes, 5 completions, and now he's got first and goal.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Goal line formation for the defense. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, South Carolina. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. The tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Second down after that run on the previous play. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28th. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down. And the Aggies will bring their punt team onto the field. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Returner 1 down. Sets up the next drive. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Dropping back, it's Sellers. Close to the tight end. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Incompletion makes it second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Bringing pressure. Lets it go as he's being hit. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. The Gamecocks will have to punt this one away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Now begin with a quick throw to the left. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
On a wide receiver screen with a corner that tight, you've got to do a good job of blocking him or screening him. Nobody there, and a quick reaction by the corner allows him to make a nice play.
Second down after that previous play. To throw, it's Weigman. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down after a short gain there. The offense facing a tough conversion here. Third and long from the 42. They go with a direct snap. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The Aggies will have to kick it away. He's going to try to return the punt. And the returner is brought down. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be... The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Looking for a gap. It's Moss. Touchdown, A&M. Still no answer for this offense. That's another touchdown, an old-school performance for this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line. He decides to have his best game of the season in this game with everybody watching. What a game.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Let's it fly to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Boy, that is tight man-to-man coverage, but great timing on the out route to the receiver.
First down here for this offense. To the air, it's Sellers. Pressure is coming. Escapes the pocket. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Going for a big play downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
The Gamecocks look to keep this drive moving. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter.
Texas A&M 49, South Carolina 35.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Can he get there on the ground? And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his back. The sure hands. It's Sanders. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch, but gets the first down in the process.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. The pass rush closing in. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This will be fun. Strange things happen when a conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, fourth quarter, who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
42.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with a lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
Ball handed off. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
There's the handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Now it's 2nd down here. Dropping back, it's Weigman. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. Or it's snapped to the back. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, no surprise there. They gave it to him one more time. The defense is able to come up with a stop. Listen, this guy's already got 3 touchdowns on the game, and he looks hungry for number 4. Give it to him again.
The offense has done well to chew some clock here. Now they'll come up on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. Touchdown, Aggies. Strong game by this quarterback. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk. He is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. Let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Defense is coming after him. That's caught. It's Jacobs. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Pass complete. It's second down now.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Back to throw. It's Sellers. Makes a quick catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Gamecocks looking to run some tempo here.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Second down after the incompletion. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Trying to get the throw off. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. And they do a good job of it right here.
The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Finds this receiver. That's enough for the first down. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. The Gamecocks offense is on the move now.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. The quarterback makes the throw. The receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
The Gamecocks lining up here on 1st and 10. Just checking the stats after that last completion. He's approaching 450 passing yards now.
Boy, this guy's doing everything right to be able to...
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, South Carolina. Here we go. It's what you hope for. Fourth quarter, one-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, then all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
Here's the point after attempt. PHC is good. They still trail, though. I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Crucial third down play right here. Motion now from the tight end. On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And the Aggies enter the final minute of play, looking to run the clock out and win this game. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here's the second down play.
Get set.
Movement here from the tight end. And the running back takes the handoff. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Looking for a gap. It's Moss. Takes him about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for it.
The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. Will spot the ball near midfield at the plus 49. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. To throw, it's Sellers. Looking for the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line. Quarterback spikes the ball to stop the clock.
It leads to 2nd down.
So they bring on the field goal team, trying to make this a one-score game. This to make it a one-score game here in the final minute and set up an onside kick. This try is no good. After the miss, they're still down by 10.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.